All right, welcome to a new video. So I am back at my favorite place, the condo. Once again, the one I've showed you guys about and talked about for a little bit. We're pretty much all done, so come take a look at what it looks like. Walk in, there's the bathroom. We had this window replaced here, so it was cracked. We had to just replace the glass there. We're waiting on appliances, but here's the kitchen. Here's the see-through. Flooring I like, it's pretty solid. Put new doors there, new door there. Common and master, all done here. Vanity, vanity here. Once again, the shower. So the things I still have to finish up is we need to get appliances in. We need to get it deep cleaned and then do some freshening out here in the back. So yeah, I mean, like this needs to be cleaned, pressure washed. Make it look better to where maybe we can put some like seats on it or something like that. And then other than that, man, we're pretty much done with this thing. So it's gonna be listed next week. And I'll be honest with you. So the process here has been really interesting. When I first bought the condo and throughout the process of buying it, when I first underwrote it, let's call it, I literally thought that I had the steal of a lifetime. This was like back fall of last year when we were under contract, when I was underwriting, I was like, this is gonna be a banger. We're gonna make $85,000, literally, like that's what I thought. Well, Florida market has changed quite a bit. Things are tough right now. So I'm a little bit worried, full transparency, of like how slow the market is right now. Things are moving really slowly. You know, there's a couple of things that have been listed around here, just in general, like all of my houses aren't moving. And it's just been really, really, really tough. So we're having to sell stuff a lot cheaper. To give you some context on this specific one, when I first bought it, you know, the comps were like 230 and 250. So I was like, cool, I can sell mine for 225, no problem. And then there was one actually back over here that just got listed, and they listed at 225. And then they immediately dropped it to 205, and now it's still not moving. So I'm like, dang, now I may not be able to sell mine for like, 200. That's like $25,000 difference. So it's things like that that are happening. Everyone's just getting a little bit scared, like that's the biggest thing. Like everyone's getting a little bit scared. So you have to underwrite, like hold stuff a lot longer. You have to like just make sure that, you can move some stuff. So I don't know. Flipping houses right now, and especially in Florida because inventory is high, we're at like 7.5 months worth of inventory. So we used to be in the, like a year ago, we were at like 3 to 4 months, right? So now we've doubled inventory in like the span of like 1 to 2 years. Interest rates are high. It's just kind of like a recipe for disaster. So the thing is, like, now is the time you have to be really good. And what I mean by that is like, you have to be able to have really good products, so make it super nice, and be the cheapest house if you want to move at any sort of pace. So it's obviously market dependent, but that's pretty much the gist. So I was getting coffee with a buddy of mine this morning, and I got a PPC lead. And it was about a condo here in Orlando. So I'm coming to check it out. The guy wants to sell. Not too bad. I mean, here's a pool right outside the area. He said pretty much, hey, I want to get out of this thing ASAP. All right, so walk in. Here is the kitchen. Here's like the living room. Here is the single bath. I mean, not awful, very rental grade. And then a pretty decent sized bedroom. I mean, right off the bat, once again, I've told you guys this before about condos, I'm a little bit worried about them, right? Just because like the HOAs, the assessments they have, all that sort of thing. So you really gotta vet the community and the association. But I don't know the details on that one yet. I just know this guy said he wants to sell it ASAP. Tenants aren't in there anymore. Here's like the little backyard that it kind of has going on. I looked really quickly to see there's like 6 or 7 of them for sale in this little community, which is not a good sign. There are a few pending. This is a small one. This is a 1-1. The others that I saw were listed were like a 3-2 or a 2-2. So I mean, we at least have that. But once again, I say this to everybody. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's herd of goats. For the right price, I'll buy it. And that's kind of the situation with this one. If he's motivated enough and he wants my price, hey man, I got you, no worries. That was a PPC lead. I was getting coffee. I was like, hey, give me a second, buddy. Call it. He's like, yeah, go take a look at it. I'm like, no worries. There's a lockbox on it. We'll see. Like I said, I do own the other condo that I told you guys about by UCF. I'm very hesitant on buying them. If I did buy it, I'd have to come in here and at least paint it, probably redo floors, and do a little like fixture updating, things like that. But I don't know. We'll see. With PPC, you can't really control the type of leads you get. That is the one thing. So, I'll get leads occasionally that are mobile homes that they don't own the land, or there is condos. It's just, you can only target like motivation, right? Like what they're trying to go after. So like this guy typed in, sell my house for cash, and it is what it is. So I'm gonna work on that, see if we can't make him an offer. I mean, I have no idea if he'll accept it. A lot of things happening in the business world right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had break-ins, I've had deals fall through. I've had deals that are gonna happen this month. You know, some big things, some good things, some not so good things. Just a bunch of stuff going on. I mean, the biggest thing, you know, is that we're finally starting to see a little bit more consistency, which is good, but oh my God, every day I wake up, I feel like there's something else that happens. I mean, literally, I'll talk about it, the one house that I bought a couple weeks ago, how I've already had to deal with the cops and everything like that. So a lot of stuff to talk about. But yeah, I'll kind of run you through what's going on with my life right now. So I think I was telling you guys about this place last time. I've had some fun adventures in the 1 week that I have owned it. So starting off strong, I bought it on like a Friday. That weekend we had some people break in. So they smashed the windows, pissed on the ground. So we had to make a makeshift fence to block them from getting in. I think they were kids, I'm not gonna lie, just because like the stuff they were riding and all that and like peeing on the ground. And I mean, stuff like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like just a little drawing there. So I will show you guys the progress that we've already made. My guys have been on it, which is awesome. So here's the update. Walk in. So this came off and it's put back on the track now. These kids like wrote everywhere. So like you can see all this stuff, they kind of just wrote everywhere. I mean, a lot of this has been torn down. But when I walked in here the other night, I think I have a video, there was like piss everywhere. My guys are already starting to do the floors and everything, the bathrooms. But here's what they did, right? So this is the back room here. And you can already see some of the drawing that we're starting to like, you know, I mean like fart. Trap house, that's right. That's right, we do be buying trap houses. But you can't see because this is brand new. This is like perfectly good glass. They threw a rock in here and then you can see the residue of like the piss. So that is just my favorite. That's my favorite. So, I mean, granted, I knew what I was getting myself into, right? Because this is Pine Hills, this area isn't the best. But like this window was open, we had that already replaced. So in here, we have a bathroom that's already being worked on. So both the bathrooms are already being worked on. Hopefully we'll be done with this place in like 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, it's been interesting. The people that broke in, I'm pretty sure they were kids because I bought it from the lady and she had a bunch of kids. And so I don't know, they probably broke in and filmed it for like Snapchat or something, who knows. It was wild. Like they just rode in, peed on the ground, didn't take anything. And that's what's weird because like I had a bunch of like materials and stuff like that, kind of just chilling. All right, so one thing I am kind of upset about, which is kind of frustrating, is like you see this little like wall here. The problem is I would like to take it down, but there's wires and stuff running through this, so it's gonna look kind of weird. So I'm just gonna probably leave it up because it's a little bit easier. Like I said, the price point we're gonna be selling this for is like $230, $235. So like it's not as important. If this is a little bit higher price point, I would definitely probably have to move that. But like, you see what I'm talking about? It's not my favorite. If it was up to me, we'd knock it all down and then like, you know, rewire everything, but like it's gonna save me money, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna leave it, make it nice. We can actually put cabinets all along it as well. So that will be helpful. Put cabinets and stuff here, fridge, oven, dishwasher, countertops, all that jazz. Cause it's not a super big kitchen either. Got a little skylight action going on there. I do like the backyard here, all the way back there. I heart Chris forever. Love you so much, my husband. Oh, isn't that beautiful? So it's funny, I got this deal from a buddy of mine who actually lives in Arizona. He was wholesaling it and I came across, I was like, hey, listen, man, I'll buy it at this price. And so it worked. You know, we closed pretty quickly. We had to let the people that were living in here obviously like get out. But other than that, it was pretty smooth until I bought it, of course. And then those kids broke in and made a mess. But other than that, so the reason I bought it is because I had flipped one exactly like this, the exact same layout on a road over. So I know what the product's gonna look like. I know what this area is like and I know exactly what it sold for. I know the finishes, all that jazz. So like for me, this is copy and paste because I've done it before. So that's why I was excited about it. But other than that, I mean, this one's pretty simple. Other than having to deal with people breaking into things, which is not fun, it's not too much of a pain. So that's what we got going on right now. Make sure it's locked so nobody does any voluntary breaking in. But this neighbor here has been super helpful. She was calling me and keep me updated whenever some riffraff was going on. So I really, really appreciate her. But yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to befriend both the neighbors. So yeah, that one too, we're good buddies. Numbers wise, I bought it for, what did I buy it for? I bought it for $135, paid the guy like a $10,000 assignment fee. I'm gonna put like 35 into it, so it'll be all in like 170, and then hopefully it'll move at like, let's call it 230, 235 if I'm lucky. I think that that's pretty solid. I think that's pretty fair and safe. The one that I sold, which was like in 2023, sold for like 232. So, you know, around there is kind of like what I'm looking for. And, you know, beginner housing, this is like FHA buyer prime stuff, you know, so that's kind of like my thought process there. But hopefully this one will be done, locked and loaded. I'm buying quite a few more right now, so we have a lot. I have like, I don't know, 8 in the pipeline or something like that, so I'll kind of like run through all those. But this one is just close by me, so I come and check on it, and it's the one with the most pain, so that's why I try to see it at least, you know, every couple days while I'm over here. My crew should be here in a second. Now here's another thing. So remember that condo that I was telling you guys about? So the condo is listed, and it's been listed now for like 11 days. We've had a few people interested. I have it listed at $210,000. So context on that. Once again, I bought it for 85. I put like 35 into it, and now, wait, was it 35? I think it was 35. I need to double check. Now I just need to come find a buyer. So if you're in Central Florida and you want the cheapest, most updated condo around, come get you one. All right, so I entered in through the back door. Here it is in all of its beauty. So here's a little sheet we have going on that my realtor has left here with all the information. $210,000. Pictures look pretty good. Place came out solid. So I don't know if I ever did the final walkthrough, but you know, it's looking good. All the appliances are in. Everything is updated there. We have a new window that we put in. All the showers and baths are looking good. So all in all, I'm happy with how it came out. I think everyone did a good job. Obviously, a big thing right now is just selling stuff in general. I will say this about Florida. In the past 2 weeks, so now we're in mid-March, stuff has gotten a little bit more active. So we put one under contract that I had listed for a while. That one actually went under contract. This one has a few interested people in it. Actually, I want to turn this off. So I have 4 in the market right now. This one that's under contract, and 2 more that are listed. I have 3 that I'm working on, and then I have about 4 other properties under contract. I'm gonna buy 2 of them. So a bunch of stuff going on, which is a good thing. The problem is, I need to get some goddamn stuff sold, man. It's just like you have so much money tied up in all this, so you need to get some churn going, and it's tough, right? When your stuff's sitting on the market for a little bit longer, getting money in and out, because I have a lot of my own money tied up in these things. We're in mid-March, spring season is upon us. Interest rates are coming down. Good stuff.